What's up, guys? Welcome. Very important announcement, quick announcement for everybody today. Thank you all for joining us. We have been very, very excited to have this accomplished and very excited to be able to announce it to everybody. And the day is finally here. So this is Luke the Bear.
What up?
I'm Jeff the Coleman Ninja. That is Zach right there. Zach. Hey, Zach is the Director of Communications for End Abortion Now, and we have very big news for everybody. So stay with us. This is big stuff. We've been working on this now for months, and it is finally here. We wanted to be able to have a place, a landing spot for people across the United States of America and really everywhere to be able to communicate with each other together over the issue of engaging the issue of abortion with the gospel and once and for all ending it. And so we wanted to create a platform to do that. It's finally all done. And so, Zach, could you tell everybody what that looks like? This is a way for everybody who's watching right now to get connected to the ministry here and to be able to communicate with each other and to work together. And it's a quick way. If something happens, we can immediately talk to each other and get at it together, right? So help us with that. What's it look like?
I think that's the most important thing when we're talking about how do we mobilize the church together? So all the churches that are underneath the banner of End Abortion Now, up until now, we haven't really had an environment where all of these different people that are involved can come in, link up with one another, connect with each other, encourage each other, support each other, and we can get mobilized together to be going towards the same objective or the same goal together with each other.
Right.
Up until now, we just haven't had the ability to do that in this way, this quickly.
Right.
So with the coalition, when you join, you go to the website, you join, you're brought into a platform with local church members and even people that aren't a part of a local church but are still brought into this environment. Let's say it's someone who has experience working on legislation for abortion and they're working on a bill in a certain state and they need other people on board, or you want to ask questions about, okay, what would that look like in my state? How do we do that? How do we get behind something like that? Can you give us tips about how to duplicate that process here? Those kinds of questions, those kinds of scenarios, this environment, what it's designed to do is give us a place where we can come together and really mobilize effectively and fight, really, and I guess maybe throw a heavier punch together, because now we can talk to each other.
Right.
And now we have a way to get on board with each other quickly and move in the same direction.
That's right. So endabortionnow.com is where you guys can all go to get your church linked up with us and under the banner of End Abortion Now, where you can get free training, you can get free resources, you can get equipped from us on how to actually engage this issue, to go out to the abortion mills to save children, and to go to your local legislature to demand immediate justice for the preborn. Right now, we have about 400 local churches across the United States of America and around who are actually engaging this issue consistently, biblically, and saving lives. Thousands of children have been saved through this ministry. You can be a part of it too with your local church, but now this is the next stage. One of the things that we're dropping, actually, by the way, in the next week or so, probably a couple of days, we're dropping a special video that I created for everybody who's a part of End Abortion Now to train you on how to start your own media ministry. We knew that this ministry has to be much bigger than Apologia Church. We're grateful to God that He's given us such an amazing platform and ability to reach and to equip and to train so many churches. We're grateful to God for that. But we knew that it had to actually include other churches as well. You guys need to start your own media ministries to spread the word like Apologia Church. And so I created for everybody who is already a part of endabortionnow.com special video training. More is coming after that, and how you can start your own media ministry. I teach you how to do it, and that's free training for everybody who's part of Apologia's ministry, End Abortion Now. So everything's given away to all these churches. And for those of you guys that gave towards the ministry of End Abortion Now the last couple of years, I want to say grateful to God for you. And this is the fruit of your labor. So please know that. It's the fruit of your labor. What's happening right now, you are a part of, and we mean that. So we promised these things to everybody, and now they're all coming out piece by piece, and God's doing big things. But it's free training, free resources for all the churches, free media training now, how to start your own media ministry, and now we have the coalition ability where everybody can talk. Give an example, okay? Just a quick example of what that looks like for everybody so you can kind of know what we're aiming at here. So let's say at the beginning of the year, we had something that happened in New York with Governor Cuomo, where he actually puts something in and works together to get something working in New York where you can kill babies up to birth.
Right.
Now, what John Speed did, Pastor John Speed, he owns a bookstore in New York, and he just put a simple piece of paper on his door, and he said he was closing down for the day in protest and not pay taxes to the state of New York because they're killing babies. And so what happened was that went crazy, went all over the country like wildfire. He was all over all the news, all the major media platforms. Fox, I think, had him on, and just a bunch of other things. So it was a very big deal, but it was also a lot of churches going, okay, guys, where do we go from here? So what we were doing is we were actually saying, okay, guys, follow us. It'll look like this. We were in communication with John. We were trying to let people know as much as we could. We were going to the legislature. We were putting videos up. Here's what we say. Here's how you preach the gospel to them. And we were trying to encourage people, like, really through our platforms, like, guys, here's what's happening. Here's what we're doing. And churches followed us into that and started going to the legislature, and they started preaching the gospel to legislatures literally across the United States of America. And it's been amazing. I mean, like, now people are talking about abortion as murder. They're talking about criminalizing abortion, banning abortion across the country. Now you have the pro-aborts across the country up in arms, actually now talking about the fact that now we're looking at bans of abortion. Yeah, we weren't having that conversation 7 years ago, 8 years ago, like we are now.
Right.
So it's the fruit of your labor, brothers and sisters. It's all happening. It's all coming together. And the coalition app now is the ability to talk to each other. So if something happens like with John Speed and like the next big push, we're able to get on there together and all talk to each other. So if you want to be a part of this, you want to talk to Apologia Church, you want to talk to our people, you want to talk to everybody who's doing this ministry, get on the Appy app.
Yeah, get on it, man. Get on it, because
How do they do it?
It's amazing. So what you need to do, what's basically happened already is if you're a church partner with an abortion now, you should have got an email to invite you into it. And we need everybody, all hands on deck, to agree to that and get inside and start interacting with each other. I think one of the questions I get the most is there a church in my area who's working on this already? Can you get me connected to that?
Yeah, we get that a ton.
The dashboard eliminates that, because now you get in there and you're like, okay, there's someone in Dallas, Fort Worth that's working on this already, or they're going to the mill. I'm going to go with them because they're in my area.
Yep.
So those kinds of things are great.
Can you look up areas on the
You
app?
can look up, by member and actually search,
that's so
by
cool.
location and things to find people in your area. So
Praise God.
dashboard.endabortionnow.com is where you go to request to be added. You got to write a little description of why you want to be joined to the coalition. We'll approve you. You'll be able to get in there, start interacting. So everyone has access to the mainframe of the coalition and can communicate with one another, church or not. But there's a special place.
Meaning whether you're a part of a church that's officially linked up with us or not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a Christian and you're not in a church,
Right.
get in a church.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
For sure. And then there's a private place where that's for church partners. You get added to that. You click on it. We'll get you in there. And then you have access to the training, resources, all of those things. You see that in the coalition. Okay, so the front page, the main page is for everybody. And then we have the exclusive page for the church partners that you get into. And we can have conversations in there about, things specifically related to the gospel and church activity and coordinating one another's local churches. But when you get in, make a profile, say a little bit about yourself, say hello to everyone. It's really like Facebook. You can reply to each other, you can comment, and it really is just speedy. One of the things that's really cool about the app is you can get notified with push notifications. So, if something is posted in there, you get the notification on your phone. You go, oh, what's going on in Alabama right now? Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Well, we need to jump on this. Let me write this person back. So that's the thing about this. What makes it so neat is it's instant. It really removes a lot of the wait time with social media. A post goes up and then it takes maybe hours or a few days to mobilize people. Here, I feel like we can do it much quicker.
Yeah.
Because we have the ability to communicate in a way that's really fast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
So what's up, baby lover?
Yeah, right?
Why don't you tell me or tell our audience what's up with that shirt?
Yeah. So Baby Lover, new t-shirts in different colors, red, white, and black. Story behind it.
The
story behind the shirt is actually just something that caught on at Apologia Church, because we were at the mill one day here in Tempe ministering, and there was a couple that walked behind me as I was preaching and calling out, and they referred to me in a derogatory sense, right? It was not a compliment.
Yeah.
They yelled and shouted back at me, you baby lover.
Yeah.
And I just remember at the time being so shocked by that. Like, this is kind of what we've come to in our nation.
It's a pejorative.
A pejorative. People are mocking you or insulting you for loving children and
Because
laying
you were
your
trying
life
to
down.
because you were trying to save babies from death, and they were like, "You baby lover."
Right. So I just remember at that time, I'll never forget that moment. I just looked back at him and I said, well, what does that make you, sir? You know, and there was no response for that, because what's the opposite of a baby lover? I mean, they hate children is what it comes down to. It's an issue of the heart. But anyways, that caught on at church, and we just started affectionately calling each other baby lover, you know, as kind of a playful thing.
Yeah. What's up, baby lovers?
Yeah. And then, because we do at Apologia Church, we love children.
Yeah.
You know, we love babies. You come to our church, you see everyone's got kids running around everywhere. You trip over kids.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
I think my wife was estimating we have like 20 some odd babies being
On the
born
way.
on the
In
way.
the-
So
in the oven?
Like by the time 2020 rolls around, we're gonna have like 22
goodness
new
gracious.
babies, newborns. Yeah.
Wow.
We take seriously
two
what
of
God
those are
says.
yours. Your
As
bloodline.
people say, in you know, in the way churches work, if your church isn't crying, it's dying.
That's right. Yeah.
So
So we take that seriously. You know, the Lord.
you ever heard that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So children are a blessing. Fruit of the
Yeah.
womb is a heritage. The Lord requires a godly seed. Baby lover. Bam. There it is.
So
on the shirt.
we're gonna actually have those shirts up at at our shop soon. They're
Right.
coming soon, so it'll be shop.apologiastudios.com. So here's what I'm gonna do. I just decided this. I didn't ask you. If you're on the app, this is incentive to get the app. We will send you a special coupon code that you get only for the app when the shirts come out. So
Yeah.
Get
That's
on
fire.
that.
That's fire.
Yeah.
And these shirts are really nice, really comfy. too,
Yeah.
Just
They
as
are
a
pretty
plus.
dope,
Just
yeah.
as a bonus.
Get the app. All right, guys. So if you guys are just getting on here, what we're talking about is End Abortion Now. God doing big things, saving thousands of children. Now Christians going across the country now, speaking to the local legislature. That all started because of your work together with us with End Abortion Now. It's amazing. It's humbling. It's powerful. God's doing amazing things. Conversation across the country now is talking about abortion in terms of murder and in terms of bans and criminalization. That is a work of the Christian church across the United States of America. That's what God is doing with a faithful proclamation of the gospel. We have new media training coming up for everybody who's a part of endabortionnow.com. You get free training, free resources. Everything's given away to local churches to get involved in this work. But now I've actually just completed video series stuff for you guys to actually learn how to create your own media platforms to start communicating as churches in the same way that we are. And so that's all there for endabortionnow.com. It's all coming and becoming the next couple of weeks even. Carmen, our director, and is ahead of everything in the back. He is putting something together for all of you guys to learn how to use the camera equipment and the editing software, how to edit things, how to upload things, all that stuff. We're going to train you guys in everything you need. But now we have this next phase. We need to be able to all talk to each other. And so that's what this app is for. The coalition is for that. So you guys can get to know each other. You can talk to each other. And Zach is exactly right. The big part of this is that when something big happens that we all need to be a part of together, we need to work together on. Communication happens on that app. And the coalition gets started. You all work together. That's what it's for. So praise God for everybody who's a part of End Abortion Now right now. This is a big deal. It really, truly is. If you're a part of endabortionnow.com and you know other churches that also are, please share this video with them. Please get the word out to them. We're sending our emails. We're doing everything we can, but some people maybe aren't media savvy. They don't spend a lot of time on these platforms maybe. Make sure they get the word too. Make sure they know they can be a part of the coalition. They can start communicating and talking to each other. This is also an easy way for us to talk to you guys all at once. And so if you are not part of the churches that are already linked up with endabortionnow.com, you are still invited to be part of the coalition and start talking. But if you are in particular a part of the churches that are already a part of End Abortion Now, what's that look like for them?
It's the same location. It just in the coalition, there's another tab that you go to and it just says church partners.
Okay.
Boom, you jump in there and you can talk to each other. You can make posts in there. It's just like Facebook. I mean, what's on your mind or what's going on? Post, title. You can attach pictures in there, links, video, maybe a footage at the mill or footage before city council. We're always needing things like that.
We do need that
to
by the
show
way, yes.
people.
All that stuff's good.
So share that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, put it in there and we'll get it and put it up for the world to see, because that's the amazing thing about this too is God's using this kind of activity from churches in the platform to bring other local churches into this.
Yeah, that's I think a key thing is that when this all started, churches started getting involved and actually doing what we were doing because they were hearing us tell our story. So we were on Apologia Radio. We would just say, hey, God saved a baby this Saturday. And then next thing you know, churches were like, well, how do we do it? And so that's how it all began. It really started because one church was a testimony to other churches, and then they started going. And then same thing happened for the legislature. We went, next thing you know, other people went, and then more people went, and then more people went, and then it was like little kids going up and speaking to their magistrates.
Yeah.
What kind of courage is that? Amazing.
Starting riots.
Yeah,
Like little kids starting riots.
Little kid
It's
preaching
crazy.
the gospel and a riot breaking out. I mean, that's awesome. That's first century Acts kind of stuff, y'all, and I like it.
Yeah, we couldn't even get that.
Yeah.
That kind of reaction.
Yeah, that kind of
anyways.
reaction. That's powerful stuff. All right, guys. So address one more time wherever it can go. Everyone can go.
Dashboard.endabortionnow.com.
Okay.
Awesome.
Simple enough. And if you're not a part of endabortionnow.com right now, if you haven't gotten your free training and free resources, go talk to your pastors, get them connected, endabortionnow.com, get signed up with your local church. We're going to give you free training, free resources. We don't want anything from your church. We just want to bless your church. We want to help your church do this work. That's what it's all about. And so if you would, get connected, endabortionnow.com. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys spread this message as far and as wide as you can. Shares do make a difference. They do. This isn't about us. It's not about us in any way. The message here is what's important. And these shares make a big deal. They change things. And so when you share this information, get the word out, it mobilizes the church and it gets us on our feet. So share this content. Make sure you guys get it out as soon as you can. All right, that's Luke the Bear.
Peace out.
I'm Jeff, and that's Zach.
See ya.
And we'll catch you guys next time.